Hello, back at the unit. Finally working on something of mine, not a BMW. First off, this is the first video I've recorded since hitting 1,000 subs. I'm not sure what we're on now. 1,037, which is amazing. Especially as New Year, I think I hit 1,000. So yeah, mega. Really happy with that, and thank you for everyone's support and watching the videos so far. Been busy since Christmas. As you saw, I did Theo's BMW. We finished that, and took a while to get around to recording the video. Been really busy, but I'm now back. I've been putting a lot of time in the past few weekends into the kart, getting that ready from Teesside, the 24-hour race in August last year. It's taken a while for me to actually do anything with it, but I did a race in it 2 weeks ago. That needs cleaning again, but everything is boxed in at the minute because the BMW is out by the door outside, and I can't get anything out. I ain't got the keys. But that was good. I didn't realise how well the karting videos do until this morning when I looked back all my videos that I've made and uploaded before. I think that's on nearly 600 views now, so yes, if you want more of that, then I will try and do some more this year. We can't do a whole year. Big things are in the works to make sure we can do it in the future, and I've got a new job now, so I'm starting that next week, and I'm going racing again, travelling, so I can't do all the rounds anyway. But that is exciting. I thought I worked on some cool cars before now with the Aston Martin racing team, but these things are another level. And with it, I should learn a lot about how these work, because a lot of the cars at this new company have a Ford big block in it, and a 289 or a 427, I think that's what the GT40s have. But I will show more of that when I actually start. I'll put some pictures and link their socials, because it is a really cool place and I can't wait. So what have we been doing with the car? Well, start off with, I'm waiting for some screws to put the door back together and to put my car back in its normal place. Theo's bought another one. He's got 3 things, I think, now that he's not shown you guys. One's on its way from the States, as you may know if you follow his channel, but he's got a big thing in the way at the minute, and I can't put my car where it normally lives to start putting the door back together. I can put the runners back into it, but the main glass can't go, as I ain't got any screws to screw it onto the runner, as I had to drill them out because they rounded very easy. So yeah, I've got a bit of time now. I've got 2 weeks now to work on the cars and get other projects sorted on the way before I start my new job. So it's going to be a bit of a mad rush to get things done. As I can't do the door yet, I have started to look at the wiring. So in here, that's where the radio was shoddily cut out. It's funny, I found some speakers underneath this parcel shelf here. One of them's really not in a good place, he's just chilling. Yeah, I found 2 speakers, and I'm not too sure if they work. So this wire down here is for, hopefully, the other side. Let's have a look at that. Yes, that is for the other side. So I'm going to replace the wires anyway. So that's not a issue. I'll just snip that off there. Split these 2 wires at the end. Okay, so now you want to... I never thought I'd do tutorials on the channel, but no, it's just too good not to share, I think. You'll strip the end of the wires, if I get the right cutting bit. Just like that. Oh, don't want to put that in the car. Okay, so now I've got two exposed wires, and simply just put them onto the positive and the negative of the 9-volt battery. Yeah, this one doesn't work. This speaker doesn't work. However, the other one does. If I do the same with this wire. You can slightly hear the crackle. Alright, so it turns out it does work. It was just earthing itself. I didn't realise they've got a big magnet on the back of them, and it was just earthing itself to the car, I think, instead of the battery. But it is crackling, so both speakers do work. But I just need to find a way to fix them back to that back shelf. I am beginning to think that door's been replaced at some point, because I think this has the courtesy light and door speaker already in this door, because if it didn't, it wouldn't have this loom in there. But it's clear to me that the previous owner wasn't a fan of electrics and in generally things working, really, because the more I look around it, I see everything is cut. Every wire is cut to all the lights. So, well, this door panel cut. The side marker light, I think the indicators, cut. Reversing light, cut. So this wire here that goes down onto there, I think that goes to reversing lights for the number plate. Oh, sorry, not a reversing light, just a light for the number plate. Yeah, just cut. And don't forget all of these, terribly spliced, and yes, cut. Yeah, it's not the best. I'm not the best at electrics. I don't know much at all about it. I did find on the internet a big document with all like the wiring looms for the whole car, and I left it at home. So I was going to today try and start doing just just try and rewire the speakers back up and other little bits, or make a wire to go into the area that it wants to be when I put the radio in. But yeah, as I forgot all the wiring looms, diagrams, I don't really know where to start, because the lights don't work either, and there's just a lot of things that need to get fixed. I'm going to be honest with you, electrics isn't my strongest point. I don't really know much about it in terms of rewiring and current flows, what you need to have, thickness of wire to make a loom, if I need to do that to make the radio work in the future. Well, that's ultimately my end game now, to get it all working as it should be. I did have a go the other day. I have these new switches and then the courtesy lights to go on the door. I have a funny feeling that these doors have them already in, because like I said, it won't have this loom. So I'm going to take that off in a minute to see if it does, because that could help us a little bit with mirroring the slots for the speaker and the light onto that door. I think that's been replaced at some point, if it does have it. But then, yeah, that got me thinking the other day when I was doing it, of the specs of the car, because I never really looked into it as such. I looked into where it was born and where it first went to Salt Lake City, I think. The day it was born, the colour, the interior colour, as all that. But I actually think this is a quite high spec car. I've really looked in with this, because I don't think many cars had the factory AC. You do see earlier 65 and 66 cars have a big unit underneath the dash here. Obviously that's been upgraded to a more normal style now, with the vents in the dash and then these down the side. But this looks like a factory fitted option. You can see the switches down there. I think that's fitted from the factory standard, as well as this dashboard, the center console. Now I don't know what this is. This looks quite new, this plastic. I'm not too sure if that's been changed at some point, but I'm convinced that this is original. From doing research on the forums, it's a very rare option. Not many cars had it, and you can't buy them. You can't buy a reproduction. So I need to find a way, someone who can repair all that and make it black to go with the rest of the car. That's going to be difficult, I think, to do. But it's something I want to keep. It's something that's obviously come as part of the car. I think there's something else. Well, if it has the courtesy light and the speaker in the door, again, I think that was not a rare thing. So I think this is a real well-spec car, to be honest. And let's try and keep it that way. So you don't know how happy this has made me to find. By standard, it had the courtesy light in the door. Now, I think that's too well trimmed to be added on after someone's cut it out. Speaker, definitely. That's not the nicest thing at all to see. I may try and tidy it up when I take it all out. But for this to have this in the car already, that has made my day, to be honest. Because I've been searching the internet for weeks and weeks and weeks. That's how I found out about how rare this is and other bits that are on the car, the AC. I've been trying to find a diagram for this so I can mirror it onto that door. So I think that's been replaced. And I can't find anything, but I can just take a template of this now to cut into that. So that's made my job a lot easier. Okay, so you joined me on another day. I can show you the whole unit now. The secret car is gone. I got a bit carried away on Saturday. I remembered I bought some Autosol, and yeah, I got a bit carried away with just cleaning things, to be honest. I started to the front bumper. Now, it's kind of brought it up here. It's better than what it was. It's like, I don't know, it looks like it's been painted. But it's also taking it off at the same time. I mean, I didn't do it around here, and you can see the same effect. As it is around here, so I'm not sure it is like that. It's just not great to begin with, and it's the wrong shape as well. So I need to get that repaired at some point. I don't know if it can be straightened out or certainly be re-chromed, but the shape, not too sure on. I did a little bit on the rear bumper as well. That's come up a bit better. It's not peeled off, but the metal itself is all pitted. You can see. So that's not great. It led me to take some bits home as well. So I realised I don't have to do everything here. You know, I've got windows. I've got the front windows down there, the rear window there, which we took home, and you can't really see the camera, but it looks a lot better in person than it did before. And certainly the kick plate on the sill. Now it is banged up. It's got massive creases in it and things. And the bit of corrosion down there, you can see better underneath. It's really scratched where the feet have been going over it. But I mean, it looks so much better. These are, I can't remember, I think they're 50 quid each or 100 for a pair. I can't remember, but for that price, I'd rather spend 2 hours, as I did last night, polishing this one up, and yeah, and save a bit of cash for now. So that's what I got up to. I also finished off the other car as well, Theo's car, and by that point it was getting dark and we had to go home. Okay, so now back to this. So I remembered all my diagrams today that I forgot last week. This is really helpful what I found. So there's 2 different ones on this website. There's one for the air conditioning system, which is this. So this will be the switch panel by the driver door. And it goes all the way up to all the different actuators, the vacuum actuators, to open all the different vents. Also goes to the front where the heater valve is. Does all around here. I don't think that's helping me, having the T in there and it not doing anything, being blocked off one end but not the other. And it's also spinning there, so I bet I can pull it out. Either way, that's another thing I need to do. But it also tells you what colour the vacuum pipes are, so you know where they all go to. Now I've had a bit of a look underneath mine, and all of mine look black. So I don't think it's been redone. No, sorry, I think it has been redone in the past, but not to what this is. So it'd be nice to find a green, a purple, it's a white, and a blue vacuum line, so I can put it all back to how it should be. So that's one thing I need to look at doing in the future. Don't slide off. And then also, we've got this one, which is a bit of a minefield. This is basically the whole loom, but then you get all the different ones for the air conditioning and convenience systems. What's that one? So anyway, you get the idea. I've got the documents here to practically redo the wiring in this, and it also tells you what colour the wires are for going where, so it makes it a lot easier to find issues. So yeah, I think I'm going to give that a go next episode probably. So today I want to finish what I started doing with the rear speakers, and I know they both work now, which is amazing. But I want to have a look at this shelf, because obviously you can see this one is falling down, and I'm pretty sure if I take this carpet off, I'll just have holding it. Well, yeah, this isn't nice at all, so I'm going to see if I can take this out, which I can't. Rear parcel shelf and speakers out. These aren't great. Getting them off the car, this has got a hole in it, and it's just falls to pieces. You can just put your finger through it, and imagine this would be the same. No, this one's not too bad, but it's still not great. Even though they both work, I think a replacement is in order. This shelf, I mean, I don't know what it's made out of. It's like a thin wood, but with no effort at all, it just snaps. So that needs to be, well, it's in half now, so that definitely needs to be replaced. There's a lot of things that are really awkward with this car. I remember doing the dash underneath, it must have been last winter when it was here, and that was a pain to get to anything underneath there, and I think that's what I'm going to attack next. I need to clear up the back. I'm going to get the hoover and attack all in here, because it's shocking in here. There's a used bit of I think insulation on there, a bit like the board, it just breaks up, and same as all underneath here. So that's my next job, just get all this bit cleaned out, and that's practically the rear end, or the rear of the cockpit stripped, apart from this window, which I'm going to do when that one's back in. I do it all keep one side all done so I can copy it when I forget where it all goes. Already, well, just from that's made it a lot nicer. Now, the annoying thing of a project like this is you can never buy everything that you think you need in one go. I've actually got a load of things coming from the States for me to do this week. I was hoping it'd be here yesterday, but it's stuck at Stansted, I think. So, yeah, that's going to be a few days delayed. Not impacting what I'm doing today, but I quite like it to get started on finishing things off. But it's come to my attention that I do need to replace these speakers, and I do need to replace that partial shelf, the wood, and get some carpet for the top. When I make these videos, I try to do things in a day, or try and complete things in an episode. So if I was to attack that partial shelf, well, I did attack that partial shelf, but if I start it, I want to finish it in that episode. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen in this one. There's so much stuff I need to order, which is a never-ending thing with a car like this. You always find things you need to finish one thing. That's how I've ended up with so many unfinished things. So the rear end is practically as far as I can take it. I really need to look underneath here. So that'll be another episode for you guys, because this is already going to be a longish episode. I know what I need, and it'll all come together quite quickly, I think. Once I've figured out the electrics, once I've got the bits cut out and new speakers, I think it'll all come together quite nicely. So yeah, that's it for today. Thanks for watching and subscribing and liking the videos, commenting, whatever. Yeah, you'd like to see me try and do something else with the car, or any suggestions, leave a comment and I'll think about it. But yes, I will see you in the next one.